Hi guys. So just as a note, Big Baby is in the room and Little Baby's in the next room, and so if noises occur, that's what's happening. Um, all right. So today I want to do the My Name book tag. I first saw this tag over at Lindsay from BF's. I don't know if that's where I first saw it, but that's where I recently saw it. It was over at Lindsay from BFCD's channel. She did it a few months ago, so I thought I would do it. It sounded like fun. So basically, you just spell out your name in books. Now, I thought that just talking about 6 books would not be like that would be a very short video, and I didn't really want to do that necessarily. Obviously, I didn't want to do my last name because internet safety. And then my middle name is now my maiden name, which is unique enough that I don't want to put that on the internet either. And then my middle name before I got married was Hannah. And Hannah is a palindrome, and I already had N and A in my first name. So I was like, that'd be too many of that same letter. So what I decided to do is I looked at my shelves and I realized I had enough books to do one from each of my genres that are big picture genres that I have physically. I do read romantic suspense, which is not represented here, but I don't own a lot of those. I've listened to almost all of those through the library. So I'm going to give you one book for each letter from historical fiction / biblical fiction, one classic, and one fantasy. So let's get going. So for M, we have, for our historical fiction, The Maid of Bally-Bacool by Jennifer Dybel. We have Mansfield Park for our classic, and then we have The Magician's Nephew for our fantasy. And yes, that you can already mark your bingo cards of Morgan Said Narnia. All right. For O, we have The Orphan's Wish by Melanie Dickerson. I'm obviously not counting B's or A's in the titles. We're ignoring those. We have On Stories and Other Essays by C.S. Lewis. Yes, I put C.S. Lewis in fantasy, and then now I'm putting him in classics. It is what it is. And we have On the Edge of the Dark Sea of Darkness by Andrew Peterson. Then for R, we have Return to Me by Lynn Austen. We have Romeo and Juliet by William Shakespeare. I blanked on the name of his name. But yeah. I don't love Romeo and Juliet, but that was the only classic I could think of that started with an R. So, yeah. And we have The Rise of the Worm Lord by Wayne Thomas Batson. For G, we have The Governess of Penwith Hall by Sarah E. Ladd. This is such a pretty cover. Such a springy looking cover. Isn't that so pretty? I love it. It's so good. Her covers are incredible. We have Good Wives by Louisa May Alcott. Yes! This is typically published as in a bind-up with Little Women, like they're typically published as one, but I happen to have a set that has them as 2, so we're going to use it. And then we have Alon Book 5, Gauntlet. For A. Now, obviously, since I was not counting A for, like, if it's an article at the beginning of a title, I didn't want to do any of those here, but I have answers for all of them that are not. We have The Apostle's Sister by Angela Hunt. We have Anne of Avonlea, or Anne of Green Gables, either way, starts with A. And we have Anison's Risk by Paul McCusker. And finally, for N, we have Noah, Man of Destiny by Tim Chafee and K. Marie Adams. This is the Noah series that is actually good. It is affiliated with Andrews & Genesis. So, recommend this one, actually. Unlike the Noah book I read in February. Recommend this Noah series. We have North and South by Elizabeth Gaskell. And we have The Nature of Middle-earth by J.R.R. Tolkien. So, that's my name spelled out in books 3 times over. In the comments, why don't you spell out your name in books if you want to? Obviously, if you don't want to share your name, that's fine. Who do I want to tag to do this? I will tag Celestria. And I will tag Taylor. And I will tag Emily. Please, obviously, don't feel like you have to do this, ladies, but this was really, I had fun. So, Please like and subscribe, and I will see y'all next time. Bye.